What if I told you the conflict between the United States and Iran did not begin with war, but with friendship? In the early 20th century, Iran was ruled by a monarch known as the Shah. At that time, America was not an enemy. In fact, it was a partner. But beneath that partnership, something powerful was growing. Oil, black gold, the resource that could power a nation or destroy them. Because in history, oil is never just oil. It is influence, it is control, it is power hiding beneath the ground. When wealth sleeps under the soil, powerful men begin to wake above it. But what happens when a nation wants control over its own wealth? Welcome to the tale of history, where the past is well explained. In 1953, Iran made a bold move. Its Prime Minister Mohammad Mosaddegh decided to nationalize Iran's oil. This meant one thing: foreign powers would lose control. For the United Kingdom, this was a major threat. For the United States, it was a warning. Soon a secret operation was launched, known as Operation Ajax. It was designed to remove Mosaddegh from power, and it worked. The Shah returned to power stronger than before, but something else was born that day: distrust. A throne rebuilt by outsiders may stand tall, but its roots grow in suspicion, and that suspicion would one day explode. Years passed, but the Iranian people grew tired. They saw the Shah as too close to the West, too distant from his own people. Then came a revolution, led by Ruhollah Khomeini. In 1979, the Shah fell, and a new Islamic Republic was born. For the United States, this was not just a political change. It was a loss of influence, a loss of control, a loss of key ally in the Middle East. They lost a friend and gained a question mark. When power changes hands, alliances changes hearts. But the real tension was just beginning. In the same year, something shocking happened. Angry students stormed the US Embassy in Tehran. They took American diplomats hostage. For 444 days, the crisis continued. To Americans, it was humiliation. To some Iranians, it was resistance. The relationship between two nations collapsed completely. Trust was no longer broken. It was buried. A broken bridge can't be rebuilt, but a burned bridge leaves only ashes. And from those ashes, a long conflict would rise. So why did the United States remain involved in Iran's affairs? The answer is not simple, but it can be understood in three words: power, security, and influence. Iran sits in one of the most strategic regions in the world, the Middle East. Close to oil routes, close to global trade, close to conflict zones. For America, this region matters. For Iran, independence matters. And when two visions collide, tension becomes inevitable. One nation seeks influence, another seeks control over its own destiny. And this is where the conflict becomes deeper than politics. Over the years, the conflict changed. It was no longer direct. It became a shadow war. Sanctions, cyber attacks, proxy conflicts, alliances across the region. The United States on one side, Iran on the other, and in between, many nations, many interests, many consequences. The most dangerous wars are not always fought with bullets, but with influence, and that influence continues today. So what was Americans' real interest? Was it security? Was it oil? Was it influence? The answer is not one thing. It is many things, because history is not a straight road. It is crossroads where interests, fears, and ambitions meet. Nations do not move only by truth, they move by interests. And now the question becomes, how did this conflict connect to Israel? And how did it shape the modern Middle East we see today? That must be the next chapter. Subscribe to the Tale of History, where the past is explained.